What's happening, people? I know. Why do I always do that? I heard somebody say, you always... Fuck, I don't know why, but thanks, I guess, for noticing, pointing it out. But yeah, I realize that too. Oh my God. See that fat roll? The only thing on me. And that's, I'm getting bad posture. I know. It's because I have these blinds open. And if you move it all, it bugs up. I don't really have much to say except what really came across to me was, you know, we have, it's gone silent. Weird science. It's gone silent. 101. The fox. The airwaves. Energetic airwaves. I saw 111. 11/11 as I went to shoot this. Today is March 12th, 2025. It's a Wednesday. It's going to get up to 75 degrees here in the state of Kansas. So, I'm here in the Midwest and loving life, man. Need to get outside and work on some things in the magic pilot ride if we ever get it on the fucking road. I've spent so much money on it and I've never really got to drive it since I bought it 4 years ago. But I have a vehicle. It's registered. I have insurance on it. Yay, I pay out money. But what am I grateful for? What are you grateful for today? We already know all the fuckery and all the bullshit and all the things we need to do. But what about how far we've come? 2, 3, 4? So far. I guess what I really need to do, and this is probably a message for somebody since it's coming up, is preparing, planting. It's March, right? I don't know anything about growing stuff, gardening or anything, but I just totally feel like it's time. It's time to start thinking about growing things that we can eat. 333. If you can grow all your own fruits, vegetables, and herbs, I think that's a fucking great start. Maybe learning how to do that in small spaces. Or if you live in an apartment, how you can grow certain things. Microgreens can be grown. But there's also ways to grow other things in small pots, you know. If you're a single person, maybe you can yield enough to feed yourself. 200 square feet to feed one person annually, which is going to be for a lifetime. Because if you could grow it for a year, you could grow it every year. Let's break it down small. 433. Peppers, sweet potatoes. I'd love to get a beehive. You know, a way to just have... I just don't like... Well, I do like bees, but they scare me. I don't want to get stung, so that's not going to work. But I'd love to have my own honey because I love it so much. I don't eat it, but I put it in my tea. I just heard figuring out ways around the system. Figuring out ways around the system is the more we can be self-sustainable, self-sufficient without having to depend on everybody else but ourselves, right? We can't eat, we'll starve. You can't have vegetables and fruits unless you go buy them when they literally grow on fucking trees. From the ground. From the earth that God made. Make it make sense. Convenience, yeah, you're right. Convenience. Trickling in convenience, things like remote controls. Yay, you don't have to get up and click the TV anymore. Back when it was UHF and VHF, click, you know. Back when the TV would go off at a certain time, right? And it would bring that screen up. Yeah, I'm 55. Of course I'm showing my age. I mean, come on. It seems like a lifetime ago. It really wasn't that long ago, though, was it? How fast things change. They make things more convenient, so we become more dependent on that. You don't have to work so hard. That way you could put in more work for them to get rich while you're just competing with everyone for $9 an hour. Or whatever it is now. I heard you can go get a job for $13 an hour. I don't know. And I was hearing McDonald's. I don't know if that's true. I'm going to have to look that up, though, if I can remember. I don't have my board to write on in front of me, so there's that. But you know, I threw away an apple, which I probably didn't need to, but it really wasn't going bad. But in my mind, I'm like, that's not right. Whatever area you're in, or if you have an escape plan or something, dogs barking, confirmation, getting to know the wild edibles for foraging in your area and the surrounding areas. Sirena, do this. The importance of it. What's medicine? You know, if we were to actually eat from what is grown on the earth and what the beautiful Gaia, Mother Earth, supplies for us, and we aren't sitting indoors carrying these phones, 914, around with us everywhere. They wanted me to mention 919. Got out more in the open, in the rhythm of the earth, of the universe, outside, nature, rather than being stuck in here with all the electricity, with all the Wi-Fi and everything that just, and these smart fucking meters. Better just, our bodies are great. Anyway, we wouldn't have as much dis-ease. You know, if you get the mind right, you change your BS, your belief system, and listen to the words that were spoken by the one for our age to release us from the bondage, we'll call it, of the human. Because that's how we live. They want to, it's designed for us to only focus on the human and not what the human embodies. The soul, the eternal, the everlasting. And feeding it. Feed the soul. Man does not live by bread alone. But by the words that proceeded out of the mouth of God. God had a mouth. We're God's mouthpiece. I just got 11:11. We're God's mouthpiece. Yeah, we can join in. We can join in. And sometimes we do. Whatever. But at the core of who we are, we know who we are. Don't beat yourself up, 11:33, over bullshit. Over yesteryear. There's always been talk about healing the inner child. At the beginning of my deep, deep, nitty-gritty healing, that little girl, that was me, that little girl, is a grown woman now. Yes, things happened to her. Horrific things. And even in older age, but that's okay. I'm not the same person I was 12/21. Neither are you. We don't fight fire with fire. We're not to do that. Designed to keep us focused on the human and what it looks like, and that it ages, and that this can never repair, that can never repair, this can never. That's all bullshit. Mike, who just passed away, I got chills when I said that. I can't remember what it was, motorcycle accident or some kind of accident. He tore off his nipple. Guess what? His nipple grew back. 1303. Hello? You cut yourself open. It grows back. You rip off a nail, it grows back. Things grow back. They say nerves will never repair. That's not true. I'm walking without going to a doctor. Frequency, walking barefoot. Am I saying I'm healed? I still have the problem, but I'm not literally, I don't really do the things necessary to be in perfect condition again. Why not? I feel good enough. I just let it go. Is that lack of self-care, lack of love? I just know I'm not the same as I was. And I know if I don't continue to actually listen to what they tell me rather than just speak to you guys, I get a lot of other information that I'm not following myself as well. I'm calling myself out. I was going to say, I'm sorry. If you want to just hear and learn from somebody who just puts on a fake thing and says, I'm all perfect, then you just go right ahead. 1441. But on this channel, 1444, it's real. There's struggles. There's learning and growing that I'm still doing. Duh, I'm still in a human. Get past trying to know anything. Just know this. You don't know shit. Sirena, you don't know shit. I know that. Only what they tell me. Only what they tell me I can know. Who are you talking to? I've come to know this. Whatever's meant to fucking hit me or come my way, then so be it. It's what I do with it that matters. Not saying it we're not going to have moments where we're like, fuck this life, fuck this shit, fuck, or get sad over our situation 1544. It's going to happen. But do you stay there and dwell? Or you just carry on, my wayward son, and just fucking laugh at the fuckery and go, well, I know one thing, because I've been doing this long enough. When this part is over, how much better am I going to be within myself? It's an internal thing. Sometimes we have to come out of the internal and look. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. This is a lesson for me right now. The answer is going to come. Thank you. If it makes you sick to your stomach, if it doesn't feel fucking right, that's your sign. Stick it out a little bit longer. Pour all that energy 1707, I'm getting for me. Pour all of that energy into doing the things you love. There's no payoff. There is, but there isn't. That makes no sense, right? Well, from my terms, from what I was thinking of, it's not, it doesn't matter. I don't not to share all that with you, but how much energy does it take to be something you're not? To do something you don't want to do? It sucks the life out of you. It sucks you dry. It sucks you dry. And I'm getting some people may be struggling with, well, I don't want to just lay down and let people do fucked up shit to me. I get that. But this is where your power, your strength, everything you've learned, what your journey is, this is where you put it into use and practice 1833. What do you mean by that? Well, what do you mean by that? Well, your boundaries. This is where you put up boundaries and where you make the choice to stick to your boundaries regardless. And I'm, I shouldn't even have to say this, but I'm going to. Because Sirena wants to. We don't mean fuckery, fucking people over, being mean. You could be blunt, straight to the point. People are going to take it however they want to. You could try to sugarcoat things and say it this way or say it that way. They might get confused anyway. They're going to take it the way from where they're at anyway. But you do it anyway. Mother Teresa. Have you ever looked at it like this? People that reject you, that reject love, that reject all the kindness and things that you offer, the world offers. That's sad. You know why? Because they feel inside, whether they realize it or not, that they're not worthy of it. 2002. We love them anyway. Let them speak. Let them feel how they feel anyway. Because it's from their perception. We can't take that from them. 2020. We love anyway. 2030 stood out. Get in your Bible. The more you seek it, the more it will seek you. 21:11. Knowledge. The truth. The truth comes from within. You've got to get past those blockages. 21:21. Past the blockages and come to the truth. Because the truth does set you free. But you still live here. That's okay. There's so few of us that get it. How could I say that? I don't really know. I'm not out there in the world. I'm not on the social medias. I'm on YouTube a lot, every day, all day. Listening to stuff, shooting videos, uploading, whatever, reading through titles, what have you. Facebook, I don't go on there and look through people's shit or none of that, but I post stuff on there. So 22:22, what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. I only know from what my knowledge comes from somewhere else. It doesn't come from what I'm fed. There's something to be said for that. Whatever that is, it's for whomever. The information that I receive and that I give out to you guys is fucking amazing, I think. Because it comes from the Most High. And it's logical and it makes fucking sense. Opens my eyes and helps me to realize things that I couldn't see before. 23:23. So why then? Is there nobody listening? I have over 2,600, I saw 2.6K videos. What the fuck? That's a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5. We do it anyway. Namaste. I love you so much.